Welcome to the Silicon Slope Show. Today we have two incredible guests, and wouldn't you believe it, I'm wearing their product on my eyes currently. These glasses. I walk into this store, Image Eyes Optical, and I get this incredible service. Like somebody actually cares about me for once in my life. No one else does, not even my own kids. And we got these glasses. They met. You can see how incredibly attractive I look. And they are now, Image Eyes Optical is now the official eyewear of Silicon Slopes. How about that? Congratulations.
I love it.
Love it.
The official
Very cool.
eyewear of Silicon Slopes. We will be promoting them very heavily, and we were about to explain why. We have the two owners. Garrett, please introduce them.
Amelya and Cameron Freed, co-owners of Image Eye Optical. How are y'all?
Good.
Doing good.
I was there in the store as well, and
I don't remember it.
two fish out of water, and I was watching Clint get actual customer service and having him walk around, and he looked pretty confused and baffled for the first couple of minutes. He's like, why are these people talking to me and like being helpful and encouraging? And I said, look at the store. Really well organized. It's pretty and nice, and there's a person that talks to you. It's like 1986.
Right.
Love it.
So
we're all about.
tell us
Yeah.
about how you became the owners of this company.
Well, my parents started the company almost 40 years ago, and I came on working for them after I graduated college. And then Cameron, once he got his MBA, came on, and my parents were ready to sell. And so we swooped in and bought
That's right.
them. I mean,
Worked out for everybody, yeah. So
Yeah.
she's been involved for 12 years now, right?
yeah, about 12.
10 or 12. I came on about 4 years ago.
Mhm.
And yeah, your parents were getting ready to retire. And it was an amazing business. I watched it grow over the last however long, 10 or 12 years I've been around.
Mhm.
And thought it'd be an amazing opportunity to jump on and with my MBA, just kind of take over the back end, the finance part of it, and we'd be a good team, make it happen.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I do want to this is not your normal eyewear company, your normal optical shop. This is, and I genuinely mean this. I have bought a lot of glasses. Viewers will know. They see me in a lot of glasses. All of those glasses I bought online,
Mhm.
and I have to send them back, or they don't work, or I get the wrong prescription, or a million things go wrong. This is the first time, I think, since I was like my first pair of glasses, which were Casper glasses, actually. You know Casper the Ghost?
Yeah.
Like when I was like 13 or 14 years old, I went to an eye doctor and they're like, you need glasses, you're an idiot. And the cover of them had Casper the Friendly Ghost. I wonder if I still have those glasses. Anyways, that time I did go to a thing and they just put it on and they obviously just gave me whatever was off the shelf. This was an experience. They adjusted the glasses for me. How many did we try on? We tried on a ton.
Yeah, probably 30,
Yeah, like 30 glasses
I'd say.
to get to this,
Yeah.
Mhm.
which is incredible.
But I will say that
Takes-
was one of the first that we put on.
That is true.
So we always,
Yeah.
try on a bunch and sometimes circle back.
So when
Of
people
course.
come in and they're like, hey, I want a pair of glasses, what are you saying to them that they wouldn't hear on I don't even want to say their name, but like warbyparker.com or
Mhm.
some of these other, what are they hearing? What are they experiencing that they normally wouldn't be able to?
Well, I think a lot of places, when you go into shop, people are like, women's are over there, men's are over there. Let me know if you have questions. Where we just totally take over the whole situation and provide the experience from right when they walk in. So we ask them, do you like funky? Do you like color? Do you want something more inconspicuous? And get to know them a little bit in the first minute, and then sit down. And we know our inventory so well. We don't go off a face shape really. We always say we can pull 10 round frames and some will look good and some won't on all different faces. So it's more getting to know what the customer, what they do, what they like, and then sit down and pull glasses for them. So
Yeah.
I don't think that happens many places.
I also want to point out, I've never seen glasses like these before. Like the brands and the inventory itself, I'd never seen. You're not carrying regular Ray-Bans or something like that. Like these are incredibly unique, specialized, it seems kind of like limited quantity type of glasses. How do you decide what brands, what glasses to put in your shop?
So we are big on the independent craftsmanship of high-end eyewear. So we don't carry any really like mass-produced. They're all quality, handmade with the finest materials. And we're big on, the stories behind the brand and the people behind the brand. So of course the product itself, but as well as the company. So we go to trade shows, usually New York or Paris. But a lot of the lines that we've carried them for, my gosh, we've probably carried Makita that I'm wearing and you're wearing for close to 15, 20 years, maybe. So we just have long-standing relationships with the companies. But when there are like new, innovative, cool brands, we try to pick them up. So.
And do you get to know these companies and the owners and the people who build them and stuff? And what is that like to have the relationship with the people who actually make these things?
Yeah, it's so cool. I totally geek out. I mean, the owner of this brand, the guy that started it, his name is Moritz, and he has been to Salt Lake City to our stores for a show. And, when we go to the New York show, we always see him. And it's just so cool to know that actual person behind it. Or like this brand that Cameron's wearing, Teo Eyewear, it's a family. They live in Belgium. And like the three brothers we've met, they're just the coolest. They're real people behind this. And it's not just being, made in a factory and you don't really know who's behind it. So it's so cool.
Yeah, the experience for me was, similar. The sales associate was like confident and squared away. And before I walked into the store, I knew that Ray-Bans existed in Oakley's, but I couldn't, for all the money on Jeopardy, give you one more brand. And she immediately took control. I'm like, I'm going to probably use these for duck hunting and golf, and I don't take care of things very well. So these ones are made by the Germans, and they're almost indestructible.
Yeah.
So like just through a line of questions, it was like, all right, he doesn't need anything that's like fragile. And put them on, fitted, all of those things, and I just kept peppering with questions. But it was clear that there's like tons of eyewear companies out there, and you can tell like it's all they do and it's what they want to do. It was really cool.
Right.
And I associate it kind of with like golf clubs, right? Like Cam's a golfer. You've got nice clubs like TaylorMade and Titleist, but every once in a while you'll see, bags of golf clubs that you're not familiar with, and they're custom made, usually out of Japan. And you're like, oh, there's a whole different level of golf clubs, in this case, eyewear, that you're not familiar with. But it was, they clearly are custom fit and tailored to the person.
Right. And what's cool with the opticians too, when they're doing these fittings and sitting you down for eyewear, is they're so quick to know what doesn't work. Like they probably sat down, tried one on, and they're like, nope, they pull it right back off. And it's like, you don't even really have a chance. It just didn't quite fit right. Just didn't look, fit your brow line, whatever it might be. But these our team members have such an eye for the style and the fit and the look, kind of just right off the bat. It's really cool and really fun to see.
And we're honest.
Yeah. Brutally honest.
Yeah. I remember that part.
Yeah.
I'm like, absolutely not.
How often do you match your nail polish with your glasses?
I do match. I know. And he has kind of neon orange too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. I definitely don't. That is a question that people are always like, I can't do orange. I never wear orange. I'm like, you don't have to wear an orange shirt because you're wearing orange glasses. But this was an accident.
Those are cool glasses. And that's the first thing I noticed, is that your nail polish matched them.
They do.
Cool.
And it's like spot on too.
Yeah, it's incredible. Does your nail polish match yours?
Not yet. Had I known.
Now you can.
Next time. So we both had different experiences. Like Clint, we were there Thursday or Friday, and then you went back on Saturday. So like a quick turnaround, because you had like real prescriptions, right? These are just sunglasses, so I was in and out. But same experience with like these are what you need. And because I never said, here's what I want. It was, the sales associate took over. For folks that need the prescription, what's the process for them? Because I've never experienced that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have great eyes.
Oh, sorry.
One day you'll need them.
I will.
One day.
Yeah.
It depends on prescription, type of lens. I mean, there's so many different things that goes into it. Like Clint, his prescription's pretty simple. We got his lenses. We order lenses mainly out of a lab in New York City. And we got them overnight. They usually come pretty quick if it's that type of prescription. And then we do all of our finishing work, meaning we edge, grind the lenses to the frame. And we do all of that out of our Sugar House location. It's kind of a lost art, actually. But my parents were always very big on that because not only do we care so much about these beautiful, nice, artistic looking frames and, you know, they fit well, but also you have to see well. And we care about how lenses look in the frame and, you know, the thickness. You can really play around with that. So we order lenses. They come in. They look like a hockey puck, like a big blank. And then we cut them. We have 2 lab technicians right now. And and we do it for all the stores. So even our store in Sun Valley, she ships stuff to us every few days and we make the glasses and ship them back.
Very cool.
The thing that I find interesting is it's not possible to buy these glasses online yet, right? You can't go to your website and buy them. You got to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order to, and the experience is really what you're going for.
Right.
And the ability to like have something so custom tied to you and all that type of stuff. But Cam, I'm sure you think about this often, like, well, there's a whole world out there. And how do we replicate that experience in an online format?
Right.
What are you thinking about that? How do you imagine that would go if you were to do that?
Yeah, we've thought a lot about it. I think we can do it. I think it's saturated. A lot of smaller optical shops like us are selling online, and I think we can. But that's the whole thing about us too. It's the experience. So how do we box that up? How do we do that through e-commerce, through virtually? And I think there's ways. I think we can really start doing it where maybe we can have, you know, virtual try-ons through an optician live, through a FaceTime call, through and maybe send them a few different options in case they like this, like, you know, try this and whatever, and we can kind of give our opinion that way. We can be very personal throughout the 30 days, 60 days type of after sale where we can always keep in touch with those customers too. If you're selling, you know, maybe globally, you want to make sure that we're always making sure that they're completely 100% satisfied. So we have to keep that communication going because we have, you know, 3rd generation customers now that their kids and grandkids are now buying glasses from us. Like, how do we get those customers to keep buying online? So I think it's going to be more complicated than just taking a bunch of pictures of glasses and putting them up there because the quality, the fit has to be so custom and so perfect. But I think we can do it. And I think we're almost ready. That's kind of one of my goals by this year is to really get that up and going. So we'll see. I think it's going to be slow to take off, but well, hopefully you never know. But we'll be patient with it, and I think we can make it work.
Well, I see it as like a competitive advantage. Honestly, is like if you could really nail and at least come close to the same experience that we had when we walked into that store online, virtually, where you're sending, like you said, you probably send like 5 pairs, set up an appointment. An optician comes on, like, let's see them. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And, you know, it becomes like this whole experience. Because again, like, I've been buying glasses for like the past 10 years, maybe more online, and there's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That I know of.
And there was a pair that I had put on you and I was like, oh, I don't like the fit on your bridge right away. But if you had just picked that off of a picture online and got it, and then, you know, you're wearing it, it's uncomfortable, it hurts, like, you don't like it, you don't like us anymore. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, maybe an online, I don't know, Zoom call esque thing.
Growing a retail business with like a heavy service component, what are some things that you've found work to get people in the store? And what are some things that you thought would and just didn't?
Yeah, I mean, marketing for us has always just been hard. My parents weren't big into it. I mean, we do email blasts. We've done things like that. Social media is hard. I don't know. But yeah, just the consistent like email, staying relevant, that kind of stuff works. And quite honestly, I don't think we've tapped into enough marketing ideas to know. So
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are marketing, right? It's just it's
the people wearing the glasses.
People wearing the glasses, and I think we've been so referral based over the last however long, 30, 40 years. We need to get more involved, but there's things that we've done in the way of keeping in contact with those customers. So we will have a big trunk show for Makita. They'll be coming, however next month, and they're going to show us all the new lines and all the new product that just came out this year. And so the opticians will kind of get on the phones and, the customers they have in mind over the last few years and say, hey, they're coming next month, you should come check it out. And so our opticians have such a good, they're so good at remembering people, remembering what they buy, remember what they almost bought, and making sure that they're always kind of kept in the loop on our news, on our events, and everything that's kind of going on. So just in that, pick up the phone and call type of old school referral marketing. Time zone. I mean, we'll still do that, and I think people love it. People appreciate it so
beautiful.
much.
I can't imagine you lose very many customers.
Right?
How could you lose a customer with that type of experience?
Yeah.
And maybe we will for one pair, and then they'll come back, like we were telling you, Garrett. I mean, I think it's different. It's just so different than anyone else out there.
Yeah, I think if you can nail it so where they're getting that experience, that personal touch, that insane customer service that we got, and scale it in such a way, then you've done something beautiful. Because I think people actually want that more than they want the opposite. Like I used to get my hair cut for 25 years from a guy who had no phone and did not take credit cards. And like he just retired like 5 years ago, and he never took credit cards and he never had a phone. It was you just had to walk in and wait your turn.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is really cool. Like I went kind of for that experience, right? And I also listened to like these old farmers complain about their wives and weather, which was way cool.
Oh yeah.
But I imagine like if you can, I just feel like there's such a need for that currently in the consumer side. Everything is so like one click.
Yes.
Like to have that relationship and to build that relationship is just beautiful, actually.
Yeah. Right. We'll never get to the automated pick your own glasses, no.
Yeah. How do you decide where to open a location?
So we look at where a lot of our customers are coming from. So we have a lot of customers out south. So that was kind of what inspired the Draper, and just like the growth out here is so wild. And I don't know. I mean, obviously the lines that we carry are, you can't really like saturate them. So you can't have a bunch of, and they won't let you. So you can't have tons of stores in one area carrying Makita. Makita won't let it work, So just markets that don't have high end like we carry. So I don't know. I mean, there's quite a few things that go into it, and we're ready to open a bunch more.
Right.
So
yep, we're on the hunt for the next one. I think we want to stay. There's so much untapped potential in the Western small town, even Western U.S. I can't call Salt Lake a small town anymore, but we don't need to go downtown LA, New York to really, get the exposure that we need. There's such a market for this eyewear everywhere. And we saw our Sun Valley location just blow up over the last couple of years. And it's just this small mountain town, ski town, where people can go, people go on vacation. They have full-time homes, second homes, where that's their shop. That's their place they go to buy their glasses. And they live in Florida, but when they're in Sun Valley, they go to. So it doesn't need to be, even though we have downtown Salt Lake, which is great and doing really well too, we kind of have a lot of options as far as where we decide to land. And it's our lines kind of do dictate a lot of that too. We want to make sure that we're in a place where another competitor isn't close by, and because we have pretty exclusive, we're the only ones in Utah that will carry Makita and Teo and Lindbergh. And it's most of our lines are exclusive to us. And so it's really top of mind where we pick our location too.
Yeah.
Is where are we going to introduce these lines to a new market that hasn't seen them yet?
Yeah.
So you're looking like Jackson Hole, those
That's
types of places?
Possibility. I mean, that's something we've thought about. It's,
But we also, because of the, customer base that we have and how we grow with those customers and want to retain them and keep them, we don't want to do too many just full tourist town.
Yeah.
Like we
right.
want the locals. So.
Right.
I'm interested in, I guess, from Cam's perspective, but you can take this, Amelya, if you want. What's it like working with your spouse?
You want me to go first?
Here you go.
So I get this question a lot, and it's like, and it's kind of an eye roll question, like, what's it like, working with your wife kind of thing. And honestly, I love it. Yeah. And I think we both feel the same way, I think. And I think we just have such a good understanding of our strengths within the business, and they're so different.
Yeah.
And I think on a day-to-day, operation standpoint, we're really on opposite ends. She's, upstairs, top of the house. I'm just mostly on the back end. Of course, I love interacting with employees and customers, we can, but we just know our strengths so well. We collaborate a lot on our, higher level decision making and stuff like that, of course. And then we get to just kind of have lunch and talk about the kids' swim practice the next morning and get that all squared away too. So above all, we're, parents to young kids. So that always takes up some time. But
and also if you know Cameron, he's like the nicest human ever. So it's really easy. And even when he's upset that I ordered, too many frames from when a rep comes, he's just
those are our
nice.
biggest fights. Yeah. Our overbuying.
Fights. Yeah. Overbuying. He's like, how many did you buy? I'm like, but they were so cool.
And then you promise to move them and sell them.
Yeah.
Like,
then she'll sell them. It's like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it.
So there's no veto button that one of you possesses over the other? It's just collaboration.
Not really. Yeah. I'll sometimes pull in my sister who lives in Sun Valley and she runs those stores, but sometimes I'll pull her in or even call my mom and dad. And I'm like, I need backing, and he's like, why are you calling your mom and dad? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't need them.
I know.
Well, they've got 40 years on
I know.
Guys, right? They've seen and done it all.
Yeah. They've been amazing. And just with the whole transition and willing to help. And I mean, they laid such a good groundwork for us that we had such a good opportunity.
Still need to call them.
And we still call them.
Yeah, that's great. I bet they love that.
Yeah, they do.
What's the breakup versus, sunglasses like I have versus glasses like Clint has as far as the makeup of your business?
Ophthalmic is more full glasses.
We're about 65, 70% on prescription.
Yeah.
Clear prescription ophthalmic. Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't do a lot of plano, meaning no prescription. So even people coming in to get sunglasses, most of the time is prescription.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have 20/20 vision, so I wouldn't know.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
But you're right. At some point that won't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like being parents and running a business?
Yeah. That is tough. But it's also wonderful because we, purchase these businesses that are well-oiled machines really, and we have the most wonderful staff that we couldn't have done it, if we didn't have them. But we wanted to do it so I can be room mom and I can be at all their things because I won't miss it. And so it works out. It's nice. There's definitely challenges, when on days where I am going to be at my kid's art class, I'm like, I need to be at work. What am I doing? Or then when I'm at work and we have a sick kid at home, he stays home with them. And I'm like, I just want to be with my sick kid, So there's I don't know. It's hard, but doable. And I don't know, somehow we're making it work.
Yeah. Busy. We have a 7, 6, and 4-year-old. So it's busy. Everything's going on.
Those are busy ages.
Yeah.
Busy. Yeah.
But it's so fun to be able to, take them to the stores.
Oh, yeah.
They've gotten to know the staff so well.
Mm-hmm.
They get
love
to
it.
go in the lab and see how the machines work and stuff. And they think it's so cool. And our 4-year-old, drops her baby doll off to us and says, okay, I'm going to work today. And like, where are you going to work? So, well, Image Eyes. And she leaves in her room and goes to Image Eyes for a couple minutes, comes back. But yeah, above all, that's it. And we're very involved, and we don't miss a lot of stuff with the kids' activities and working together and working this family business and having the staff that we do. We're very lucky that we get to do both and just get to be parents and business owners. So we're very fortunate.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, you are now the official eyewear of Silicon Slopes. Congratulations. We will make a big deal out of that. I think everybody should go to you. Seriously, as somebody, like, I know this market very well, as somebody who buys a lot of glasses. It's a beautiful experience. Everyone should do it. Check out Image Eyes. Is it Image Eye or Image
Eyes?
Image Eyes. I thought it was Image Eyes Optical.
Yeah.
5 locations.
Yep.
There's one in Draper now, so close to Silicon Slopes.
Yeah.
There's one in Salt Lake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Mill Creek, and then downtown Salt Lake.
Yeah. So check it out.
Got it covered.
Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, you guys.
Congratulations on all your success.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate you.